the time is here. Whether it be skiing or snowboarding, how are you getting your equipment around? If you're taking a plane, you might need one of these. This is the SportTube Series 2, which, I'll have you know, they suggest works as though it works for 2 pairs of skis or 4 pairs of Nordic skis, but not so much snowboards. The one kicker, however, would be a big pair of skis. These guys, for instance, they fit in, however, only they will fit in. They will not have a buddy, they cannot take 2 pairs of these, it's 1 pair of backcountry skis. So the SportTube, of course, is 2 pieces. It makes it easier to get your skis, or in this case, snowboard out. And to keep it together, has a lovely little locking pin. Now, the nice part of it as well, though, is what they do on the insides, because there's quite a bit done to keep your stuff together. Of course, some elastics to keep your brakes up, and straps to go around the tip and tail to keep them from bouncing around within. But not only that, it also has a piece of foam at the bottom and strapping on the inside, right here. So when you're using it for 2 pairs of skis, you keep 1 to one side and 1 to the other. Or in the case of Nordic, 4 pairs of skis, 2 and 2. And then on this side of things, the nice part of this side is it has quite a bit of options for you. So it has this strap for it to be able to use as rolling, but it also has multiple places in which you can put your hands to drag it around. The other side is this strap has multiple points to go in. So it's really dependent on what you have in it to make life easier for you. The other big one too with it is in the top. If you look all the way down, I doubt you're going to see it, but there's foam there too. So they have foam both the top and the bottom to take care of your equipment while it's flying about. Here it is. You've got our 1 pin here, holding it in place. And then, here, it'll all slide in. Not so much on chairs. So this is really where it becomes fun when you're trying to use it for your snowboard. If you are, you do actually have to take the bindings off and have to remove your ankle straps, because my bindings at least barely fit as they are in this case. So with the ankle strap removed, they fit just fine. So it's the one kind of walk around with them. As much as they are designed for skis, whether it be downhill or Nordic, in terms of backcountry skis, it'll only fit 1. In terms of snowboards, they don't suggest as though it'll do so. However, if it's not a wide board, that's the one note I will make, and your bindings you're comfortable taking apart, at least to a degree, you can actually make it work for a snowboard if you desire. Well, now that we know about the SportTube, how it works with a snowboard to a degree, let's do a pair of skis. We'll do 1 pair of skis, start to finish, and you'll see that there's enough room for another one if it's the same kind of style as these. So first things first, of course, you gotta take them apart, 1 ski at a time. The lovely elastics they give you are just to hold the brakes up. So, pop one around, hold the brake down, and around the other side. So now that ski will rest flat. And same thing with this guy. Whoop, right around. Now this is where it gets a little different in terms of what you might expect. When I got them at first, I was like, oh, okay, cool, we'll get the brakes out of the way. Now let's put them in like this. Not quite. So, really, what we want to be doing is taking the skis, 1 this way and 1 this way. We pop them together so that 1 tip is at one end, 1 tail's at the other end, and that's where these Velcro straps come in. They go around each side and are just pulled snug. You don't have to like flex the ski or anything crazy, but it's just snug so that it holds them together. It also makes it a lot easier putting it in too. So let's get the back side or front side, however we want to look at it now, because it's kind of both. Alright, so now those are going to hang out together with relative ease. And we can put it in the bottom side of the tube. So, looking at the tube here, there's also more Velcro in here. So that's where these guys really come into play. So pull them out, at least that's what I find a lot easier. Now, take your pair of skis, not necessarily on a chair, But plug in this way, so like sideways if you will. Just slide on in to the bottom. My tip, strap will do a little tighter. And then these guys simply wrap around. That's one side here. And we'll wiggle our fingers in to hold it down. And the other side there. So now that is one pair of skis in the tube. So, now that we've got it in the bottom, we take our top piece, as much as you can put on the floor, I swear. I'm just trying to keep it nice and visual for you. Slide it on, let it drop. And then I find once you're resting on that foam, pull up a little bit if you have to, but definitely don't push down. The other side of it too, whoopsies, is you do have two options as for where that pin's being pushed in. So in the case of this guy here, you will notice when I push up on here that it lines up with this back one here. However, if we were down a little bit, it's much easier to line up with this one. These are slightly offset, so you may find different equipment. Sometimes you're in this one, sometimes you're in this guy. But, where are we going? Right in here. Well, I hope you have a fantastic season. It's merely the beginning at this time. And if you do need a SportTube, I would strongly recommend looking for them because it is very, very easy in terms of, well, shipping them around on a plane. The other side of it is at the airport. I've been seeing a lot of people using the soft bags. Makes yours stick out like a sore thumb in a good way.